Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Johnny A for Studio Sessions, up here with the folks from Media Boss. We have some fan mail questions again, and this is great. I'm glad you guys send this stuff in. Who are your favorite guitar players? You know, asking about a favorite guitar player, I mean, that's very tough because it's such an expressive instrument and everybody has their own voice on it. So you like different guys for different things. You know, you might like the touch of a Wes Montgomery and the way he does his thing with the way he plays jazz, and Pat Martino. I forgot to mention those guys earlier. Or you listen to someone that's just got raw angst like an Angus Young. Or again, Jimi Hendrix was like a kind of a combination guy. He was this guy that had raw angst but also could finesse things. When you listen to something like Manic Depression and then you listen to something like, you know, One Rainy Day Wish, it's, you know, sounds like it could be two different guys. Or you just listen to a guy that was super melodic, like a guy like George Harrison, and, you know, try to play a Beatles song without a George Harrison guitar solo. It sounds ridiculous, you know. So favorite guitar players, I have a lot of them, but it also has to be kind of in parentheses why. What is your most memorable show? I don't know if, Ian, you're asking me a most memorable show that I have done or most memorable show that I have attended. So we'll answer both of them because we got time. The most memorable shows that I ever attended, there would be two of them. That would be seeing the Beatles in 1966 at Suffolk Downs in Boston, in the front row, which was still, they were in a horse race track. I was in the very front, but you were still yards and yards and football fields away from them. And then Jimi Hendrix experience in 1968 in Framingham, Massachusetts at the Carousel Theater, where I was literally about 8 feet away from him sitting in the orchestra pit. I was the only one in the pit, right in front of Jimmy. So those are probably my two most memorable shows as an audience person. As far as memorable shows that I've played, I would have to say when I was playing with Peter Wolf, we were the last act to ever play that legendary Boston Garden. So closing the Boston Garden would have to be right up there, because as a kid growing up just outside of Boston, being born 5 miles from Boston, and all the memorable shows that I saw there, from Queen to Van Halen to Kiss to, you know, Led Zeppelin to, you know, Jethro Tull, and, you know, seeing all those bands and being an aspiring young musician and wanting to reach the Garden someday, actually being able to play it and be the last guitar player that ever played that stage was, that has to be a memorable gig for me. When you were growing up, what band did you want to be in? Well, that's an easy question. I still would like to be in that band. I would have liked to be in the Beatles. So, you guys, you know, if you're thinking about it. For me, that band kind of epitomized everything. Great songwriting, lyrically, great lyrics, an experimental band, you know, starting from basically sounding like a campfire band, acoustic guitars, to going all the way up to something like Strawberry Fields, I Am the Walrus, Day in the Life, you know, you name it. Just incredible breadth of material, and seemed like a band was a team that were all in it for the same thing. So they'd probably be, I would like to be in the Beatles. So. When is the new record coming out, and will there be a tour? The record is slated to come out very early in 2013. And really excited about it. This is the first time that I haven't been touring in about 12 years. I've been on the road constantly for the last 12 years supporting the 3 albums that I do have out. And yes, we will definitely be touring behind it. I'm actually considering putting a different type of band together, and that's been kind of, you know, sifting around in my head as I've been developing these pre-production demos. Again, everybody, this is Johnny A. Thanks a lot for these fan mail letters. I enjoy it. You can hit me up on Facebook at facebook.com/johnnyaa.official. I want to also put a shout out to the folks at Media Boss that came all the way up here to Casa A, and we're shooting these fan mail things, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.